Great Sunday evening. Hope you had a wonderful April 25th, 2021. To God be the glory. Listen, how is your bunch of produce? How's your fruit? Do you have all of them? I'm not talking about watermelon and lemons. I love them. Eat the whole thing. But I'm not talking about strawberries and grapes. It's a different type of fruit. And it comes from being in the presence of the Lord. And they will be nice and ripe, not rotten. They'll be preserved. But this has something to do with the 8th chapter of 2 Samuel. It is emphasized twice about David's victories. The Lord gave him so many occurrences of triumph. It said that David defeated and crushed the Philistines. He also defeated Moab. In verse 2, the Moabites, he lay down on the ground, and he was able to restore control over the territory along the Euphrates River. Where does the Lord want us to restore control? In certain areas. He has planted us in situations for us to restore order, to restore control, and for the fruits of his spirit to be evident in that situation. That's why we're there. So he was able to do so much, accomplish, and the Lord gave him victories. It says, everywhere David went, the Lord preserved him. It says in verse 6, and the Lord preserved David whithersoever he went. And then it says it at the end of verse 14, and the Lord preserved David, and the Lord preserved Erica, Michael, wherever we go, wherever we're assigned, there is a reason why we are still there. Can't we understand it now? Unless we put ourselves there. But the Lord has us on assignment. So we are to make a difference. Yes. And whithersoever we go, we want the glory of the Lord, the fruit of the Spirit to be evident there, especially if we're in some crazy situations. The way to have the Lord's Spirit is to commune with him, to get ripe, to get ready, to be able to reflect his image. Yeah, it says a different type of fruit that's divinely and heavenly produced. They come from spending much time in God's presence. When you get them, there'll be lots of evidence. That's the fruit of the Spirit. I'm going to attach this song. The Lord gave me this a long time ago, but it still is relevant today because there is a lack of seeing the evidence out here in the world. But we in the body of Christ, we have the answer to all the problems and the situations out here. Yeah. And because of today's date, April 25th, we would have gone to Proverbs 25. And this is what we want, talking about fruit, our words. We have to be mindful and keep this prayer in our heart. Let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in the Lord's sight. He is our strength. He is our Redeemer. And when we have a clean heart, when we give the Lord our heart and we're spending time with him, whatever is the fruit that comes out, it won't be rotten, it won't be spoiled, it won't be stinky. But it says in verse 11, a word fitly spoken is like apples. Come on, the fruit. It's like apples of gold in pictures of silver. In bleak situations, God will be able to speak in our ear, and we will be a mouthpiece for the Lord. And we'll be able to change situations. We'll be wise. We won't be speaking out of our own flesh and our own intellect, but we'll be hearing directly from heaven. Another version says like golden apples in silver settings. That means bleak settings. So is a word spoken at the right time. With patience, you can persuade a rule a rule, and a soft tongue can break bones. Don't we know that our words have power, and we could change, if we could flip the world upside down by prayer, by fasting, by believing in the Lord, looking to him and speaking his word. But we have to spend time in the word of God and speak and pray the promises of the Lord. No, we don't have confidence in an unfaithful man in the time of trouble. That's like a broken tooth, a cavity, and a foot out of joint. No, our confidence is in the Lord, and we speak what he declares, and we will see situations change for his glory as we let the fruit of the Spirit be evident to the world. And then people will be like, "Ooh, oh, taste and see. The Lord is surely good." Yes, that's the remedy out here. All right, let's prepare to produce some more. Get good rest and know that God will get the glory out of everything. Good night.